Done. Bond continued. Bye.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Goodbye.
Oh, wow. Tense courtroom moment unfolds as defendant tries to shift blame from relapse onto the system. But the judge is not having any of it. After hearing the same argument over and over and over again, the frustration builds and the patience runs out, leading to a firm no nonsense response and shuts everything down. And it gets really heated really fast. If you like to see content like this, make sure to like and subscribe to Daily Courtroom Drama. Now let's jump into it.
Call the case of the people of the state of Michigan versus Sandra Law.
Alex Chmielewski for people.
Stephanie Can on behalf of Ms. Law. I will let her know. Your Honor,
State your name, please.
Sandra Law.
All right, where do we go?
Ms. Law has elected to waive her right to a preliminary exam. Your Honor, my client is outside of counsel's advice, asking to speak to the court, and she's also asking to have her daughter be allowed to speak to the court. I've informed her that her daughter will likely not be able to speak to the court because that is inappropriate, but she wanted me to ask.
All right, well, you can do the way, I don't know what you want to address to the court.
Can I?
He already looks fed up with her. He's like, really? No. I didn't know that your child wasn't allowed to speak on your behalf. I guess it would depend on circumstance and everything, but let's get back
Can I
to it.
read something to you, please?
Your Honor, do you want to address the waiver first? How do you want to proceed?
You want to do the order? What is that, Ms. Cannon? No. If you want to do the waiver, we can, that's fine. Ma'am, you're waiving your right to a preliminary examination.
Yes,
You understand that that's a proceeding where the people would have to show by probable cause that the offense alleged was committed and that you committed it.
yes,
Understand that you'll not have that hearing. You'll proceed to circuit court for further, bless you. You'll proceed to circuit court for further proceedings.
yes,
All right. People also waive their right.
Yes.
Preliminary examination having been waived, found over to circuit court on count 1 with 2 following.
Your Honor, we would waive formal reading of the information, stand mute, and we're asking for our next pretrial date.
Defendant having waived formal reading, standing mute, court will enter a not guilty plea. Pretrial will be set for
February 2nd at 1:30 before Judge Booth.
February 2nd, 2026, 1:30, Judge Removed.
can I read something to you, Your Honor?
As long as it's not too long, go ahead.
It's not. I apologize to you and your court for my situation of my stinking thinking attitude to allow my relapse and my time of sorrow. I've been caught in addiction for 15 years. Before this relapse, I have been sober for over a year. As of now, I have been incarcerated for 78 days, waiting for a plea deal to be sent to treatment. So far, there has been no eval. I was set to leave for treatment on a tether to Oakdale twice and subsequently been let down both times. There was a delay in my relapse due to bond differences in between both cases. I was not present.
Wait, did she say a delay in her relapse because of that? Okay, then.
For my Medicare renewal, so it has canceled. I'm concerned about me not being eligible to pay or have insurance pay for my long-term treatment. I worked hard in my sobriety to have a productive life. I went from having nothing in my life but a pipe and a rock to having things that make my life of importance: a job, schooling, a home, surrounded by my family, pets. I accumulated all that back. I write this to your court today to ask that I be released today to go back to my productive lifestyle that I struggled for. I have an awesome support system, a sponsor. I will continue outpatient treatment, drug testing, and my sobriety. I want a chance to show to the
He's looking like he's either heard this before and knows it's a lie, or he just straight up doesn't believe her at
this
all.
court, I can be a responsible, clean, and sober out of jail. Thank you for your time.
Yes, I'm gonna be real. I've listened to this now. 4 times. My position has not changed, and it is not going to change regarding this case. I did approve. The last one I approved was January 14th, her release to treatment.
Understood, Your Honor.
And that is what I said I would do every time. I approved it. I don't know what has happened there. Somebody else can look at that. But I'm not changing my position, Ms. Law. You can keep saying the same thing over and over. I'm not going to do anything different. at
I
this point.
understand that, but what has held me back is with the treatment situation. Okay, I was put on a 90-day home arrest tether with Miss Washington's case. And me going to Oakdale, they set me back, they put me on a tether, and I couldn't leave. So my case with her is up, and I did my time in jail with her. It'd be Monday. So that's what set me back from treatment, and I have an eviction on my home that you did. I have to be out April 1st. So it's like I'm facing an eviction that I can't
I've
get my
heard all
possessions
of
out.
this, Ms. Law.
I
I
understand
know this. It's not like I'm operating in the dark. I have heard everything that you are telling me now 2, 3, 4 times.
I understand that, and I don't understand why I don't deserve a chance to do outpatient treatment and get my life back on track over one relapse. I mean,
Did you hear me?
Yes.
I approved outpatient treatment for you.
You didn't improve outpatient, you improved inpatient.
You want to see the form? I
Thank you.
signed it
Thank you,
January
Your Honor.
14th. I'm done. Bond
Thank you.
continued.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Goodbye.
I don't understand.
Man, he looks pretty pissed off at that. Like he's trying to keep his calm, but he's still mad. I can see it. I would be too. Hey, didn't realize that. There's a guy in a jail cell ready for his next one. He's probably got some entertainment from that. Hopefully it relaxed his mood.
That was one case.
It's fine.
One case.
It's a great start, Your Honor.
No, and you were involved, Cam. Thank you. Court calls the case, People versus Avion Johnson.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Looks like most of that courtroom got a kick out of that one. Probably embarrassed at first and then just laughed at realizing how ridiculous it was.
You were not supposed to let all that happen to me. Never mind.
Your Honor, I'm so sorry.
Good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor. Edward Drugas on behalf of Avion Johnson.
Woo! Man, every time there's someone crazy trying to fight with a judge, trying to say, no, let me do this, or you didn't do that for me. Every time the judges show their receipts. It's crazy what happens when you keep track of all that. If you want to see more like this, make sure to like and subscribe to Daily Courtroom Drama, and I'll see you in the next one.